Hey guys, so I'm back with another haul video. This time I'm gonna get straight to the point. There's not really a lot. It's gonna be pretty fast to get through. This video should be about maybe 5 minutes. Let's try to hit that mark. Let's try to be like 5, maybe a little bit more, but let's get on right with it. This is the first manga that I got, Blue Spring. I think I didn't get this last month, but it's relevant to other books in the haul anyway, and I don't think I ever showed it off. This is pretty out of print, I think. I'm not really too sure. I found it pretty cheap, pretty okay condition. I mean, it's worn and it's old, but it's in good condition. It read well. Has very variable art. Actually, I definitely included this in the other video because I remember even saying that it's very variable art because of the alliteration. But yeah, I read this and I liked it a lot. I didn't think it was great. I think I gave it like a 7 or something like that. But I think it had a lot of heart, and I think that Matsumoto really nails the atmosphere and tone that he sets out to portray. And it's kind of a weird tone. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of slice of lifey, but it's about adolescents, not adolescents. I mean, they're pretty old at this point. They're maybe like 17, 18, but about basically a bunch of teens that get caught up in some dark stuff. I mean, I wouldn't say dark stuff because that alludes to something much darker, but they get caught up in some crime, some less savory activities, and I found it pretty interesting. I found it really cool, and I like his voice a lot. So I went on and got other books by him. So I got Gogo Monster. This is kind of a weird release for manga, especially coming from Viz. This is like a slipcase, but it's kind of like not very fancy. The slipcase itself is not very fancy. Like the cardboard is actually kind of peeling a little bit, and it's a little beat up. But that's kind of to be expected. But it's still pretty cool. It looks good, and the book itself is really cool. It doesn't even have the title on the cover. It just has some cool art that makes it look like a children's book, and then on this side you get some more down to earth art, and then the pages are red, and there's a pattern on this side right here, which is really cool, very cool, and the art is looks pretty good. Looks better, honestly, more stable than it did in Blue Spring, which is to be expected since this is not a collection of short stories. This is one story, as far as I know, at least. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. Should be pretty cool. And after I read these, if I ended up liking it, I expect to like these a lot more than Blue Spring. And hopefully they're gonna be cool. Then we got Tekken Crete, which is a really big book. I'm surprised how big it is. I thought it was just going to be, like, standard sized. I knew it was a 3-in-1. This is 3 volumes in one, all 3 volumes for the whole series. And it's a really cool book. It's got some flaps, too, with a different cover on the inside. Actually, there's even art on the inside of the dust jacket, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if there's anything special on the back. Here we got a picture of the other kid, who I think is the black to the other one. Because I think one of the kids is black, the other one is white. Not race or anything like that, but they're I think they're supposed to represent yin and yang or something like that. I'm not sure, but I assume there's some kind of metaphor going on here. Here's to compare to Gogo, a comparison, or actually to make it more clear, here's Blue Spring, a standard-sized manga, next to Tekken Crete. Basically, this is about the same size as like a trade paperback or something. Get a trade paperback from here. Here's Tokyo Ghost, and here is Tekken Crete, just about the same size. Tekken Crete actually is a little bit bigger. But for manga, this is really fucking cool. Really cool. I wish there would be more of these releases. Although at the same time, it would also take up more space, so maybe not. Maybe keep it the way that it's going right now, because I don't have any space left as it is. And I am breaking, I mean, I'm not really breaking my New Year's resolution, because I never really made a New Year's resolution. But I did kind of in the back of my head be like, I kind of went like, I want to buy less manga, less comics and stuff like that. At least until I sell some of my stuff and make more space. But okay, here's the next book I got, Wandering Island. This is published by Dark Horse, and I think they are already kind of slacking with keeping it in print, because this is already a little bit hard to find, and I don't think this is very old at all. I think maybe like a year or two, maybe more. I could be completely wrong about that, but I saw some people reviewing this in some of the groups that I frequent, and it seemed pretty cool. What really caught my attention was the art style, which is it seems similar to Children of the Sea. Kind of sketchy and almost messy, but deliberately so. And there's some color pages, I think. Let me see if I can find the color pages for you. Yeah, some color pages, and it just looks really good. Some really good color. Very good color. And I'm looking forward to reading this. The second volume comes out, I think, in a few days, actually. I think it comes out pretty soon. Okay, now this next series I initially had skipped on it, but then somebody told me that all of the volumes were out of print, and I thought only a few were, and I wasn't about to get a series that I would have to hunt down books that were out of print just to finish it. And this is not the whole series. I'm missing the last volume because the last volume goes for, I don't know, $40, $50, and I'm not going to spend that. I'll just finish the series off digitally. If Dark Horse wanted my money, they should have kept the series in print. Okay, but here we go. We got Shaman Warrior, Volume 1. And one of my New Year's resolutions was to buy or to read manhwa, and manhwa, I don't really know how they're pronounced differently, but with the W and with an H. I want to try some Chinese manga and some Korean manga, and see if the cultural differences play any part whatsoever in how the story plays out or the kind of tone that the author goes for. So I got this series because it seems like I've been craving something like this, something that's kind of like fantasy, kind of like low fantasy, and I think this is low fantasy to read, and this seems like a good contender. Only 9 volumes long, done. I don't think, supposedly it didn't end on the best way, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more about the journey, not the destination. And those should be cool. Something I forgot to mention, and probably I'll probably put it in the title of the video. I'm done with my haul, but there's some more stuff right here in a Right Stuff box, and I'm gonna open this box. And in here, there's a $25 blind box that Right Stuff was basically giving away for free on an order of. I don't remember what the stipulations for it were, but basically it was free. I think you had to put in an order or something like that. And I didn't have anything to buy at the time, so I put in some pre-orders to take advantage of free stuff. Why not, you know? There's stuff that I needed to pre-order anyway for series that I'm currently already buying. So I figured I would do that. I'll go ahead and do that. And some pretty good packaging, Right Stuff. Good job so far. Let's see how it actually turns out. Here's the receipt. All that. But yeah, we got the blind box in here, and I'm pretty excited to see what it is. I think it's probably going to be something that I don't really care that much about, but it was free, and if anything, I'll just give it away to someone who cares more about it. Here we go. Here are the books. I thought it was going to be wrapped by itself or something, but I'm assuming it's in here. This is some pre-orders along with the blind box item. And it's a $25 blind box. From what I saw, it seems like the results are variable. Some people got really cool stuff that's worth more. Some people got kind of stifled and didn't get what they wanted. So I'm gonna go through this here, and we're gonna see what we got. Oh, I already see the blind box item, and it looks like a DVD or a Blu-ray of some kind. But I'm gonna show you the manga first without looking at what the DVD actually is. Let me try to get it to the bottom over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so got the Promise Neverland Volume 8. Pre-ordered this. I started reading the series very recently, and it's been amazing. Absolutely intense. And I'm about to start Volume 5, and I cannot wait. I've been taking a little break because it seems like a new arc just started, because it's kind of hard to take a break from this series. So I've been taking a little break to read some Western comics recently. But yeah, this is Volume 8. Looks like the pages are a little wavy, maybe because it's kind of rainy outside, and the books are have been going through the motions. Now we've got Dword the Gelder Volume 2. This was... I mean, I haven't been personally waiting for this, but I know a lot of people have been waiting years for this to be published, because Volume 1 was published a very long time ago. I think like 2012 maybe, I don't know, something like that. I don't know, just the ballpark. And this is the other volume. It's shrink wrap because there's probably a lot of nudity in there, a lot of violence. And I'm probably going to read the first one and see what's up with that. I've never read anything by this guy right here, by Hiroaki Samura. And this seems like a good series to start with. I know it's probably going to be like off the wall and not representative as other series, but it's short, to the point, and I know it's not done. I thought it was done, actually. I told a lot of people that it was done, which I'm sorry about that. I didn't know. I really didn't know that it wasn't done. But yeah, but apparently it's not done at all, and he's not, I don't think he's even working on it anymore, and he's just doing like a spin-off of it or something. I don't know. I'll look into it more once I actually read it. And then the last manga volume we got is Dead Demons Destruction, Volume 4, by the one and only the GOAT, Inyo Asano. Cannot wait to get around to the series, but honestly, I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to have to read it week to week or volume to volume, and so I'm just going to wait until it's done. There's still a couple of unpublished stories of his that I got to read. Okay, now for the other item, and I haven't seen it yet. The blind box item, 25 blind box item. I think it could be anything from manga to DVDs and stuff like that. I would rather have a manga because I don't really care about collecting physical DVDs, but it looks like this is a DVD or a Blu-ray or something like that. So here it is. Let's see what it is. Oh... Actually, can't even see what it is. Non-Biori. I've heard this before. I've heard of this before, but I have no clue what it actually is. I really have absolutely no clue. From Sentai Filmworks, Non-Biori. All 12 episodes on 2 discs. Apparently, I really don't know much about this series, honestly. No place is in the middle of nowhere, as long as you're there with somebody special. When Hotaru Ichijo transfers from a school in bustling Tokyo to a tiny school in a quiet countryside village, she should be experiencing major culture shock. After all, there are only three other girls in the entire school, and none of them are even in the same grade as her. But adjusting isn't too hard for Hotaru, thanks to the first grader Renge and the Koshigaya sisters, Natsumi and Komari, who are in the 7th grade and 8th grade respectively. Even though it takes 20 minutes by bicycle to get to the only place that sells comics, and the video store is 10 train stations away, there's something about the laid-back lifestyle that makes her feel at ease. It's a big chance from the big city, but there are still plenty of new adventures to look forward to, as Otaru learns that home really is where the heart is, in Non-Biori. Special features, clean opening animation, clean closing animations, Sentai trailers. Okay, looks like it's gonna be a pretty chill slice of life series. Honestly, I'm somewhat interested. I am, but I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm probably just gonna give this to someone who cares more. And if I ever want to watch this, I'll just stream it like a normal person. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't really collect these. I don't really like collecting anime. I don't have space for my books as it is. And I don't want to collect something. I don't really care about collecting anime that much anymore. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't really know if this is worth $25. I don't know if there's an MSRP over here in these. But 12 episodes for $25, if that was the case, is not amazing. It's really not. It's like $2 an episode, I guess. But cool. It was free. You know, can't really complain. This video was definitely not 5 minutes. This was 15 minutes. So I'm kind of glad that I divided my hauls, my Western comic haul over there, which I'll probably do a video on once my in-stock trades order comes in. Which should also come in with the remainder of Monster, the manga series, just to be clear. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that piqued your, satiated your curiosity about what the $25 boxes are like. I'll be back with a video probably next month, or maybe a few months from now, depending if I can keep myself from buying manga. See ya.